want to know more about you. I want to get to know Cat on another level. Now, I want to share as well for anyone listening that Cat recently joined a fantastic virtual event that was called Share Your Pod. Oh my God. So in love with that experience. It was amazing.
It
But
was.
Kat, from that interview, and I've watched back all the interviews multiple times because Kerry can't help herself. I feel like I was surrounded by all the stars. It was just fantastic.
Oh,
So
me too.
wasn't it great? It was just
Yeah, it was amazing.
such a good event. So, and in Share Your Pod, they asked you, why you started your podcast and what you know now and that you wish you knew before. So, normally on the show, I ask people about their podcast, but for anyone listening, hop over to YouTube and look at the My Sexy Business YouTube channel. You can catch Share Your Pod there, or you can just go straight to the website, shareyourpod.com, and you can catch those replays as well. So, we're going to park that over there because it's already one and done as far as I'm concerned. So, Kat, what else don't we know about you? What else would you like to share on today's episode? You've got this fantastic military background. You've got the podcast now coming through to, help people in that space. You and your husband sound like absolute rock stars. Like, that's fantastic. And yeah, what else is there that we need to know, Kat?
I'm a huge dog person. I
Ooh.
love, love, love dogs. Like if I could do my life over again, it would be with dogs. I would work with dogs.
Oh.
I don't care if they're a mutt or they're, a hybrid. It doesn't matter. You show me a puppy and I'm in love.
Oh,
Period. I
all
love
right.
dogs. I've always grown up with dogs. We've always had dogs in our house. And I'm the type of person where, if my dogs are going to be in my house, they could be on the couch, they could be in the bed, they can do it. They're part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Um, I think a lot of people don't know that I was a military brat.
Ooh, I did
So
not.
my dad was in the military when I was born.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was actually born in England. And fun fact,
Mm-hmm.
I heard the Beatles before the US heard the Beatles.
Wow.
I
Really?
just didn't know that. I didn't, I'm like 4 or 5 and I'm like, oh, okay. But I just remember hearing it.
Yeah.
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 And I was like, oh my gosh, I just realized that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Oh my
Yeah. It
goodness.
was pretty cool. And I guess one other thing that really stuck out is that I was in Germany during the '72 Olympics when they had the massacre there,
Wow.
and I was 15 at the
Oh my.
time. And when you grow up in the military, you have this, and as kids, you think, "Oh, I'm on a base. No one's going to get me." It's how
Hmm.
kids think.
Hmm.
And I remember feeling for the first time in my life, I felt unsafe.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't feel safe anymore. And,
Wow.
so it was, and anytime anything comes on about it, I'm like glued to the TV. And my husband said, "Don't you know what happens?" I go, "Yeah, but I just relive it over
Mm,
and, because it was, when you're there, it's different,
it
you
is.
know?
Yeah.
And, but yeah, those are a couple of things about me.
So, Kat, how many dogs do you have?
I did have two, Bella and Brady. Bella died about 6 years ago.
Oh,
Brady's still here. He's now an old man. He's 12 years old.
yeah,
Very fussy, very feisty,
yeah.
and wants what he wants when he wants it.
Oh, he is in charge. Okay.
Yes.
Right. That's the boss right there. Brady's the
Well,
boss.
he is the boss because when I talk to my mom, she goes, "How's my baby?" And I'm like, "You mean me?" She's like, "No, the dog." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
I know you're
he's
fine. I
fine."
just care about the puppy. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Mum. Oh dear. And is there a new puppy on the horizon at any point in time, do you think?
I don't know. We've been talking about it, but it's, when Bella died, my husband said, "Well, do you want to get another dog?" And I never want to get another dog to replace a dog,
Yeah.
because to me, each dog has their own personality.
Huge.
And even if you get another dog, their personality is going to be totally different.
Yeah.
So, when we're ready, we might get another one.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how the old man feels about that though. And I'm talking about Brady, not my
Oh.
husband.
I took that wrong. For anyone listening, I completely took that wrong. I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, no, no, not no. Right, right. Back to the dog. Yeah, of course." Listen, that's true, and that's another dynamic to consider when we have pets is, introducing a new pet when you've got, that existing kind of I think he's gonna be not super happy. Like, he might even get super
Mm.
jealous, yeah.
Oh yeah, because he follows me around and
Mhm.
don't close any doors. I can't go to the bathroom by myself. I can't close any doors. He's like, "What are you doing? How come
Yeah.
I'm not in here?"
Yeah.
But he's super affectionate, and it's nice having a
Yeah.
dog. It's hard for me. It would be hard for me to not have a dog in the family. However, if I had my way, I would have 5 dogs.
Oh, I bet you'd have 20.
Yeah.
Really. If you, walked down the street and passed, 20 pet shops in a row, you'd be picking one up at every pet
Oh,
shop
I
by the sound
know.
of it,
Every time I see a dog, I'm like, "Oh my god, look at the dog." My husband's like, "Seriously?" He goes, "You gotta pet every dog?" I go, "Yes, I do." "Okay."
and I could almost picture you going, "Oh, there's one by itself. Maybe we should take it home."
Take it home. I know. Well, I thought at one point at being, what do you call, like a foster mom for dogs,
Ooh.
and as soon as I said that to my husband, he goes, "No." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "You'll wanna keep every one of them." And I'm like, "Ooh, yeah."
Oh,
I'd have
im
20 dogs because I would
imagine,
fall in love
yeah,
with them, and then I couldn't let them go.
exactly. Imagine when they left. Oh, heartbreak
I
time
know,
and
it would
time
break my
again.
heart.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can't
No,
no, I can't
no.
do it.
Oh, maybe you should think about Cat 2.0, which is, by the way, leveling up to the next 6 months in Kerry's book.
Yes.
Maybe you could become a dog trainer, where other people bring their
Mm,
dogs to you and you do, obedience training or something like that, you know?
mhm.
Maybe?
Well, I thought about, maybe babysitting other dogs, when people are away and,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I mean, I've had dogs, how you're in a pet store,
Mhm.
and someone's dog gets away from them and the dog comes up to me,
Yeah.
and they're like, I'm like, wait, what's, and they go, "Are you a dog person?" I go, "Yeah, absolutely," but the dogs just come up to me.
Yep.
And so it's, we'll see.
You could
Cat
be.
2.0.
You could be the next,
Mhm.
is it Caesar Milan? Is that his name? The
Yeah,
dog whisperer. Oh
the
my
dog
god. I
whisperer.
love that show, by the way. I
Oh,
en
I do too.
and I'm not we have a dog, but I'm not a huge dog person, but I don't know what
Mhm.
it is about that show. I just once I press play, that's it. I'm in tune. I'm just watching
I
it,
know.
fascinated,
I
absolutely
know. Well, they
fascinated.
used to have a show on TV, called Too Cute. Have you ever seen that?
No,
And it
writing it down.
takes different, breeds and takes them from birth to, like, 8 weeks where they go to their forever homes, and they're just puppies. And I
Oh,
tell people, I said, "How can you be mad, upset, or whatever watching puppies? You can't.
yeah.
It's impossible."
Oh.
So I watched that and I'm just like, my husband he goes, "All I hear is, oh, look at
Oh.
that face."
Oh. That's the best.
I'm
Oh
like,
my
"Leave me
god.
alone. I'm enjoying myself."
Yeah. That is fantastic. I'm gonna look that one up too, Kat. Thank you for sharing that
Mhm.
because I would love to tune into that one.